The rumors don't go away. The rumors don't go away. Erling Haaland update. Stay tuned. Let's bring it for you. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. Today's video is a very interesting one, and we've got two massive stories for you guys today. One being about Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is an absolute boss, and you know Chelsea's targeting him non-stop. And then we take a look at the alternative if we don't get him, and we're getting linked with Moreno, the Villarreal striker slash attacking midfielder slash winger, whatever he is, and I'll talk about that. And finally, the links to Jude Bellingham. Yes, Jude Bellingham. And for me, I think this is interesting to talk about. Whilst I don't think it's a reality now, I think it's an option for the future. And there's one key aspect that I think we can't ignore, and I'll let you guys know why he could potentially become a Chelsea player in the future. But let's get in. But like I always ask you guys to do me a massive favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. All it takes is 3 seconds. Scroll down, hit the like, and yeah, by the way, subscribe while you're here, because I'll be giving you guys the latest content, the latest vintage, all the latest rumors about Chelsea. If you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a football fan, I've got you guys here, so make sure you stay tuned. But let's get on with the video. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Chelsea need a striker. Excuse me. You know that Chelsea need a striker. Chelsea have actively been pursuing Erling Haaland. Chelsea want Erling Haaland, and Angelino Mangatti has openly stated, look, Real Madrid want Mbappe and Chelsea want Haaland. And at the end of the day, everyone's always been saying, listen, if Madrid come in for Haaland, he's going there. And whilst I agree with you, I genuinely do think the clubs here are Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man United, Liverpool. I think they're the top 4 clubs in the world. They have got history, they have got legacy, and they've got pedigree. It's something that we're going to have to grow to become. I think we can take players from them, but I always say if it's a level playing field financially, they're going to get the player. And it's because of what you grow up with. But the more Chelsea win, the more we close that gap. So we need to make the onus on us. Then there's the ITK account on Twitter, Dan McCarthy. Listen, Dan's an absolute G, right? Dan always replies, Dan's always interactive. And you know what I like about Dan? He doesn't pretend he knows everything. This is the main thing. I hate these accounts that go, oh yeah, definitely gonna happen, geezer. No, Dan's actually pretty reliable in the sense of when he puts his account on the line, 9 out of 10 times, it comes true. Like maybe even 90 out of 100 times, it comes true. Let's look at what he said about Haaland. So he openly says, if Roman wants him, it's going to be expensive. He also reiterates what I've been reiterating throughout. The Sancho deal makes it harder. Sancho going to Manchester United makes this deal even harder because Dortmund are not desperate for peak. Dortmund do not need that money, and Dortmund are not absolutely craving it. They don't need to sell Erling Haaland. But if Chelsea want to make this done, Roman's going to have to write the checkbook. It will cost 150 million with short-term installments. When I say short-term installments, I mean these payments are going to be upfront. These payments aren't going to be 5-year spread out deals. These payments are going to be 3 years, 3.5 max. Chelsea will have to pay, for example, hypothetically, 70 million up front now, 40 million then, and the remainder in the 3rd year. Like, that's how Dortmund want to do business. Dortmund don't want to sell hard. Dortmund realize the asset they have, and they want a bidding war. The only problem is, Dortmund have a release clause next year. So if you tempt them enough, dangle the carrot in front of them, they might bite. So the reality is, if Chelsea are going to get him, it's due to the fact that Roman dashes money at it. It's got nothing to do with anything else about, oh, the player wants to come, he's going to force his way out. No, this will be as simple as this. Haaland is interested in Chelsea, Chelsea pay that money, and Chelsea get him because of the fact. I have no idea whether this deal is going to happen or not, but all I know is 2 reputable sources are coming out. Angelino is reputable. Dan is absolutely within the knowledge. Like, this man on Twitter, if you don't follow him, go and follow him. He is super duper reliable. Like, when he says something, it's because someone told him something. He knows stuff. He doesn't just stick his neck on the line. Additionally, as a replacement, Chelsea are getting linked with Moreno. Moreno, no Alberto Moreno. Moreno from Villarreal. Villarreal's player of the year has been fantastic. He has been outstanding in La Liga this year. The man's been getting goals left, right and centre. I even remember ESPN FC made a joke that he could be player of the year, the best player in the league in front of Messi. Good joke, nice try. It's not the fact. For me, the player doesn't excite me, man. The limited amount I've seen of him, I mean, he's impressive, he's here and there, but it's not what Chelsea need at this moment in time. Chelsea need proven, like, quality and a striker. And if they're not going to get a striker, they get a false 9-ish, you know, like a 9.5, like a Kai Havertz, someone that's going to get numbers. We don't need another project. We need the finished article. And Erling Haaland, as weird as this sounds, is almost a finished article. This guy's a bad boy. He can score goals. He can link up play. He runs the channels well. He's a machine. Like, Moreno doesn't excite me. It doesn't stink of we're European champions and we're fronting. It's okay, it's another project. Let's see what happens. Haaland makes a statement. And for me, if you're not making a statement, don't sign no one. Because we've got the talent. We already do have the talent in the squad. Like, if you think about it, Kai can go false 9. You got Mason, Cho, Ziyech, Pulisic, and the one and only Timo Werner. Like, at the end of the day, we have got the potential and we have got the talent in here. With Ziyech, if Ziyech leaves, it means someone comes in. The likelihood is we're going to have a video soon coming out on who we're going to sell. Because the reality is Chelsea are going to sell. And it's a matter of time, and we'll discuss it later. The final story is a very interesting one. And I think it's one looking towards the future. And a lot of you are going to be like, yo, what are you talking about? Well, if you think about it, Jude Bellingham is linked with Chelsea. Jude Bellingham apparently is a player that is untouchable. A player that no way Dortmund are selling. And I believe this because Dortmund aren't stupid. Dortmund know if they wait a year and a half, Jude Bellingham is going to be worth arguably maybe £150 million. That's how good he's going to be worth. The English premium tax, additionally his young age, he's 17 at the Euros. This player is going to be getting better. He's going to be developing. He's going to be maturing in numerous positions. If you think Declan Rice is worth 80 million, can you imagine? Can you imagine what this youth is going to be worth? Like, he is twice the player Declan Rice is. He's comfortable in possession. He can tackle. He can nip in with goals. He is very good under pressure. He is a very good player all in all. But the interesting thing is here, and this is why I think it's important, Chelsea are monitoring it. And more importantly, Chelsea have Reece James in his ear. One thing I love when England go away, you get those little videos, you know, that come out, and you get to see who the boys are, who are friends with who, like who sits with who talks with who, and you start seeing the relationships. You always see Rashford's with Sancho, and we started seeing another little bromance. We started seeing Reece James and Jude Bellingham. Apparently, they're very close, they're very tight, and Jude has openly said, like, Reece is a proper good lad. And for me, stuff like this is important. Reece James will be at Chelsea for years to come. And if it comes down to it, if Reece picks up the phone and starts selling Chelsea to him, like he's most probably going to be doing, it's the same way Mason Mount has been doing with Declan Rice. He picks up the phone and he's like, yo, listen, it's great here. This is fantastic. Come, you're going to be playing. You're going to be balling out. You're going to be shining. It has a factor, people. Whether you like it or not, it has an impact. And for me, it's almost the foundation's getting laid. It's a plant, you know, and you start watering it down, and eventually it will blossom and grow. And hopefully we're the ones that reap the rewards of Jude Bellingham. For me right now, do I feel like it's going to happen this summer? Not a chance. Do I feel like it'll happen next summer? No. But I think the summer after that, there is potential to sign this player. So it's exciting. Be excited. And just keep an eye on this story. But this was the Kavkas View. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't bore you. Like, it is getting a little bit quiet right now because the window's not open and there's limited videos that I can actually really make. We'll talk about, I'm considering making a video on 5 players that I think are going to leave the club and maybe 5 players that can make an impact next year on loan. I need you guys to let me know in the comments below how you feel about that. And we'll get it running. We'll get it popping, man. So peace out. I'm out. Bye.